Hola, Wednesday night. Folks, why not? So much going on. The state is in complete implosion. Why not do an update on the scene live stream? We're going to be ready tonight. We also have the new hat. Very happy about the new hat that is in on the scene live stream. Look at that. That is brand new. Brand new. I really like this shirt. Look how beautiful. Isn't that beautiful with our nice logo? The city skyline. There it is. Good evening, everybody. Yes, it is. It is our chosen, well, I don't know about the chosen leader, but it is Juan. Folks, it is time once again. Hold on, I'm going this way. Okay. Yes. My goodness, what an afternoon. Folks, sometimes, in the nature of this, we get some stops and starts. Today was one of those days. We press ahead. We move on. We move forward. We were trying to chase a story. We had a little bit of a problem trying to locate exactly where we wanted to be, but these things can happen. Now, I had a very busy day. I want to let everybody come in, and there's important things to talk about. Now, it's 7:39. Now, I just want to, just so people understand, and we have so many people, by the way. Let me just double check with RF. Yes, thank you, Roberta Farrell. Folks, thumbs up for Roberta Farrell. Does such a great job. Valued member of Team One. All right, so, I had a very busy afternoon. I had a very sad afternoon, as a matter of fact. I had a very sad afternoon. But I was in the courthouse for the Maya Brophy Bayerman trial. Today was essentially day one. Now, due to scheduling, let me just post one after dark. I was not there in the morning session, but this is not an easy case. This is not an easy case. Make no mistake about it. The person involved, as many of you know, total dirtbag. I want to show you the killer who is on trial. We have every reason to believe that he is the person. Hi there, Kathleen. Yes, there's Caroline. Rocky, there is. There's Crystal Davis, of course. So, folks, I want to show you Pinkerton, who is just a complete, if you were to say in the dictionary, Siri, show me waste of life, this individual would come up. There he is, Isaiah Pinkerton. Hard to believe he's the killer, isn't it? Yeah, really hard to believe. There he is. He was sitting there in court. They put a suit on him. There was his co-henchman, Sean Mann, both gang members. He's scheduled to go on trial later, I think in July. But Pinkerton's up first. Now remember, they're in a conspiracy, and this is all about poor Maya. And we learned a lot today. There's a beautiful photo. Maya graduated. That was in the spring of 21. The parents are so proud of her. She got her master's. And then the beautiful life taken just because of those 2 Zero gang members who were looking for vengeance and ended up shooting, an innocent individual. So I'm going to see how the news goes. Excuse me. I can't believe, folks, but it's frustrating already. There's no cameras allowed in the court. I don't understand that. We can't get any video out. And just so we're clear, I don't mean, it's not for me. I was there with Channel 12 and Channel 10, and the judge is just not allowing. Now, I don't know if it's sensitivity that maybe the judge feels, due to the sensitivity, the nature of the case, that the judge feels that everyone would be better served, in fact, if it's not broadcast. I don't come down on the side of that. Again, it's Judge Krause. He's an older man. He certainly has been around for a while, but I don't go into that only because I think that the public, you would be well served being able to see some of this. So it was very brutal this morning. And for what I understand, Maya's family, as you can imagine, they had the body cam video of the first police officer that arrived on the scene. This was August 1st, 2021, almost 2 years ago. And, just the depiction of it she was dying. She was dying right there. She was with a friend. I didn't know he was a boyfriend, but male friend nonetheless. Okay, I thought a male friend, but apparently boyfriend. Walking to her car. There's Jane Rice, and these two zeros came by, according to the police, and I have no reason to doubt that. And they were aiming for him, mistakenly thinking he was a rival gang member. He wasn't. Her friend, boyfriend, whatever, was not in a gang. And they were trying to avenge one of them, his brother, Dante Man, was shot and killed October of 20 during COVID, shooting a rap video at I don't know, 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning in South Providence. And so that they went and then did that. So it was very emotional. Her family was not in court this afternoon, but I think that's because how difficult it was. And it was. For many of you that have followed the case the way, we have, I've talked about it extensively. We've covered it more than anyone. For those that really want to know, they were learning in court today what I have posted on DePietro.com, mistaken identity, the different people involved. There's Lisa Millar. There's Linda, whose son Ryan cut me that beautiful birthday video. He is so talented. He's such a young star. It's exciting to watch him come into his own. He is just so funny and talented. I really love that. And there's Sarah Lynn. But it was tragic, folks. And the jury, I don't know. They're tough to read. But a lot more evidence will come, but at least it's in motion. But what I feel terrible for the family, as you think of it, is they have to go through this twice. Because there's two of them. So there's two separate trials they have to go through. Absolutely brutal. So my plan is I'm going to go in and out of the trial. Now, some of the key parts I want to see. And then otherwise it always comes down to a scheduling. But I also want to share with everybody. So I left court and we were trying to... There was something going on, but it was kind of far, and, I lost a lot of time. I just got home 15 minutes ago, and I left the courthouse at 4 o'clock, 3:45, but these things happen. Hey, Friday night, that was unbelievable with the Cranston police, with the standoff. Monday night was that fatal accident on Scituate Avenue. Last night, we were there for shots fired. So many of you, I want you to know, if you follow the page and then subscribe to the page, then you'll find out when we do go live. It's first day of summer, folks. Everybody, welcome to summer. And last night, I know the situation in Cranston, I think it started to bleed into Warwick, but I had an early morning. I had to record someone early in the morning, plus the trial was going on. So when it hit 12:30, Juan was tired, and so I was not driving to work at 1 o'clock in the morning. If something had been in motion, that's one thing, but not just going to drive there. Now, some significant news is developing. First of all, folks, Governor McKee. As we had said, this thing is still not going away, right? I won't get too much into the weeds, but just so you understand. Well, that's where we were. Police searching for suspect in the Gloucester Woods. I don't know. It kind of cleared by the time Juan got up there. That was far. Because of traffic and various things, it took me close to an hour to get there. It was just one of those things. But anyhow, I want to set up two things about Governor McKee that you need to know. And this is not a Republican-Democrat type thing. So you have these people in Philadelphia. Kathy Gregg of the Providence Journal has broken the story that they came in for a luncheon set up by their lobbyist, who is Captain Sleaze, who paid, think of this. This is bottom line. The lobbyist paid $1,000. So but here's the thing. I'm sure when he was pitching these people in Philadelphia, they're called Scout Limited. This has to do with the Cranston Street Armory. I'll bet one of the things he was saying was, I can get you lunch with Governor McKee. So the sleaze factor here is not only Governor McGreed, but it's also his chief fundraising person and then this lobbyist. But I just want you to think about this. And this doesn't matter. I don't care where you live that, you're listening or watching. But so the day before the lunch, the lobbyist who went on trial with the Mattiello campaign, he donated $1,000 to Governor McGreed. And what did he get for that? Lunch the next day with the governor. Folks, McKee is selling lunches with him, or his campaign is. Donate $1,000, and you get to have lunch with the governor the next day. So think of the people from Philadelphia. Regardless whatever the hell happened down there, they're told, come to Rhode Island, and I'm going to arrange, you can have lunch with the governor of the state, and you can pitch him directly. When they get to the restaurant, which is the Capitol Grill, McKee brings his fundraising person, Captain Sleazeball, Jerry Shahazian. He brings him along. Now, just step back for just a moment, folks. What would it tell you if you showed up to a business meeting and the guy is sitting there who's the chief fundraiser for the campaign? Totally pay to play, right? It is totally, do you want the business or not? Now, also, by the way, I do want to mention these wonderful merchandise. Thank you for the stars, folks, on this Wednesday night, first day of summer. They are available in the shop at DePietro.com. But that is so lowbrow. So the people, they're like, oh, they don't fully get it yet. So they each write out a check for $500. Yeah, you're a little short there with the zeros. McKee wanted them to say, and we're going to do fundraising, and we'll raise for you $100,000, or who knows how much he really wanted. So, and then what happens? So then they stop paying them. They cut checks. There were two of them. They each cut a check to Governor McGreed for $500 each. The state stopped paying them. The state was paying these people $25,000 a month, and then they didn't get the deal. I mean, you tell me whether or not if there's a lesson there. Of course it is. It's total pay to play. This guy, and McKee is saying, I didn't know who I was having lunch with. Yeah, the governor of the state doesn't know who he's having lunch with. He just wanders in. Oh, look, it's the people from Philadelphia that are supposed to be working in the armory. Oh, that's funny. Isn't that interesting that you're here at the Capitol Grill in Providence on January 20th? He actually expects us to believe this total bullshit, which is what it is. Like, he is just a stooge at this point. See, that's one of those things. He thinks everybody's a moron. He does. And folks, you know what else? I was in the car because I was driving to try to find the fugitive. We were unsuccessful. But I actually put on, all right, let me hear part. I'll just say this, and I'm not going to go on and on. It says more about the management at PRO that they allow that McKee buddy, fathead, who worked on the campaign, they give him 3 hours a day to run cover for the governor. At this point, it's a broken record. You know what he's going to do, which is he just defends his pal. But it says more about the people that are running the place than that, the naked fat coach pal fraud. But this business of McKee, and now they're going to send a check to the lobbyists. You know why? Because they got caught. And the governor and the lobbyist they're not singing from the same page of music. This is exactly what I had said it was, which was this is about they were shaking these guys down. And the people in Philadelphia didn't get that. McKee, my lunch, I don't think it even totaled up to $25, maybe 30, whatever the number was. If he wants the money back, I'll give him the money back. That's not the point. You violated the rules. The governor acknowledged he didn't leave after realizing they'd be joining the meal. Oh, I didn't think it was courtesy. My schedule was so jammed. I turned to Jerry to take care of the lunch. All lies. You know what Governor McKee is? A bad liar. He's a terrible liar. What an absolute disgrace. I didn't think it could get any worse. I was wrong. It could get worse. But wait, there's more. Now we have another news on this Wednesday night. As if they couldn't get any worse. Hold on. Governor McKee is the ultimate hold my bear. I don't think things can get worse. Let's see what Governor McGreed has to say about it. Excuse me. Here we go. Pawtucket Soccer Stadium construction stalls amid funding woes. Oh, now they're not even building the soccer stadium anymore. Folks, it's a house of blanking cards. But what I really like is the war of Governor McKee and the media is really heating up. And so Channel 12 wanted his schedule to see if it was on the lunch. Well, if it was on his lunch itinerary, the lunch with the lobbyist, Britt, and also the people from Philadelphia, and then the McKee people won't release it. The guy's just petty. He's just a petty thief. Construction crews. This is brand new tonight. Channel 12 pulling back from the massive soccer stadium in Pawtucket, offering the first sign financing is drying up. Target 12 confirmed workers are beginning to move on to other projects. I like this. Despite local labor leaders reporting there's still plenty of work left. Michael Savatoni told Channel 12 the decision to pull back comes as private financing has depleted. Although we expect optimism the project would pick up once more funding. No, it's not. No, it's not happening. It never was happening. McKee screwed those guys by telling them he would build them a stadium in order to get elected. And it's like the scene in Animal House, right? Like, hey, face it, you effed up. You trusted us. That's McKee's line. An insect running into the chosen one. Folks, this is, I wish I could have some good news for you. These soccer people, they don't have the money for this. They don't have any money for this. And here's the thing. They never did have money for it. McKee screwed the laborers because he needed their help to harvest ballots to get himself elected so he could beat Helena Folks. That's what happened. That's what came by. That is the crux of it. It begins and ends with that. It's not that complicated, right? Like nothing more, nothing less. So McKee had the soccer guy tell everyone that they had the financing. Why? Because he wanted to win the election. And he needed to, or he felt he did, try to win the election. So what did he do? He told, he made the soccer guy tell McKee made the soccer fortuitous partner tell the laborers, oh yeah, we have the financing. They don't have the financing for it. Of course they don't have the financing for it. What a disgrace. But folks, this thing with the Philadelphia thing, I can't get enough of it. It's just, they're all so it is, Dana. Total sleaze, lies. Folks, I do have some good news today. So, Kate DiPietro, who, as many of you know, works on Fox and Friends, first, she wished me a happy Father's Day and a happy birthday. She had tickets for soccer at Bryant. That's right, Chipper. What an embarrassment. It is a waste of money. I'll tell you, Dennis, the guy he's imploding. Governor McKee, the job is too big for him. He can't handle it. He's the worst liar in the world. He has terrible instincts. But should we, hi there, Matthew, he is Grady, should we be surprised, as I've been saying, of someone who is best friends with Captain Fathead, with Pork Boy? Tell you folks, the Maya trial, I feel so terrible. All right, so this was Sunday morning on Fox and Friends, and you'll be able to hear it. Here we go. Hold on. Here we go.
In costume back in third grade with her dad, John. Tomorrow is also his birthday.
Okay, so that was nice. And then they did a segment, something involving animals. And then Kate brought her new...
This is Kate's kitty cat. Guys, this is genius. This is the litter robot. This is a completely smart litter box. It hooks up to Wi-Fi. You will never scoop a box ever again. So you can see the litter is right there. Wi-Fi see your phone. When the cat's done, it automatically cleans the litter. No scooping, no smell, no touching it ever again. Completely genius idea. And when they come outside, no more tracking the litter. So this thing is like, as far as keeping a cat, this makes keeping a cat easy without any odor. Skip, you're the best. Thanks so much. Thank you so much.
So, folks, it's funny. Just a little Wednesday for my middle child in New York. So, folks, right now, coming up on 8 o'clock, thank you again for the stars, everybody. We continue towards our June goal of continuing for On the Scene live stream. But all kidding aside, number one, the Maya trial. I mean, we're going to play this out. I really hope we get a conviction here. This will be brutal if they don't. I'm going to give you updates. It is tough. They're not letting any video in, which I disagree with. It's too bad. I think people would be very interested. This was a young girl from Warwick who was shot and killed. Total wrong place, wrong time. Going back August 1st, 2021. And then Friday night coming up, Cranston PD Live. We'll be riding once again with the Cranston Police. Now, it's just 8 o'clock. It's a beautiful night. We are ready to go. Juan had something to eat. I am still drinking liquids. We want to be up. Just because it was long being in court. And then I peeled off there and immediately went to try to find the fugitive situation. But we were unsuccessful, which can happen sometimes. And it was, it's just one of those things. We dust off, we roll again, and we'll be ready to roll. So, again, folks, thank you, everybody. It's still early. So, as you know, these are the summer hours we've been waiting for. It's standoff season. It's live stream season. It is On the Scene live stream season. Thank you, everybody. But I had two things that I did want to mention. One is this situation with Governor McKee and this controversy over the lobbyist. And now we find out that they actually came here, and then they, none of it makes sense, because the governor keeps saying, well, we weren't doing it. It wasn't in my line item. Then why are you having lunch with these people? No, I'll tell you exactly what this was. This was a pay-to-play. Governor McKee and his fundraising guy, Jerry Shahazian, were shaking these people down. Totally shaking them down. Oh, really? Do you want the money? Oh, do you want that state money to redevelop the armory? We want to meet Mr. Green. That's what this is. Nothing more. Nothing less. That's exactly what it comes down to. So, all right, folks, as many of you know, sometimes when we sign off, the night is just beginning. So we'll see where it brings us tonight. But remember, you can count on thumbs up for On the Scene live stream on this Wednesday night, first night also of summer.